Hi everyone, this is Chris Dickinson. I've been kind of interviewing different people regarding why they went to leadership and how they felt before they went to leadership. So I thought I would take a moment and tell you and kind of interview myself. So bear with me. I'm going to read the questions out loud so you know what I'm answering, and then I'll share with you what I got out of going to leadership. So the question I first asked people was, how was I feeling before I left conference? And I have to be totally honest with you. I spent the majority of December, really evaluating my goals, reviewing the past year, and I took some time to talk to a few team members about helping them. I wrote out all my goals and I made a plan. So part of my goal was to increase my business 30% and develop new leaders and helping them develop. I want to develop more team leaders and helping them grow their business and helping you virtually because you're my team members that I'm talking to. So I started my December host and my consulting coaching, and I was so excited, and I was really believing big things were going to happen in 2016. So as I started making my phone calls, I had a few connections. I had like 9 bookings on my schedule for January, and 4 of my hosts ended up rescheduling their parties. One of them, her husband was having a surgery. Another one ended up finding out her daughter's dance competition was on that particular day, and it just kind of snowballed. So as I went along, I really started feeling defeated. And then, you know how we get that self-thinking, and I started beginning to believe that maybe my goals for 2016 were too lofty, and I was thinking, well, maybe I need to decrease them. So, of course, fear starts settling in, and my focus went from being so excited about this year to starting to believe that January was going to be a bust. And then, of course, if January was a bust, 2016 was too. And so I started thinking, I need to change my goals. Maybe I shouldn't be shooting so high. So after I had those 4 people reschedule, I started talking with some of my team members, and it became evident that some of your goals weren't what I thought they were going to be, and the pace you wanted to work wasn't what I was expecting you wanted to work. So by that time, I really started feeling like my goals were not going to be achieved. I was feeling discouraged, and I had more doubt than I did hope. I made a few phone calls and messages to people before leaving leadership. I got on my phone. I thought, okay, I can only have a pity party about my bookings for so long. So I started to make phone calls to rebuild my calendar. So I went to Texas on Wednesday, wondering what in the world I was going to get out of it. The past 2 years I had gone, and while I know I don't know everything, I really felt like leadership the past 2 years kind of left me flat. Last year I was dealing with my dad's cancer, and I didn't have a lot of energy and oomph, and then I came home with the flu, so I missed part of it. And then the year before, I just had a lot of different emotions going on, and my head wasn't quite in the game. So going to Texas, before that, I had definitely lost my belief in myself and my goals for the new year. So the next question is, what did I get out of attending leadership? So while I was at leadership conference, we had several breakout sessions that were so good, and we had group sessions. Over and over again, we heard stories of people who had faced a lot of adversity. They had a lot of ups and downs in their business. They had challenges with their family, financial, their health. They had setbacks in their parties and their team building. They didn't always feel like they had it together or the ability to do what some of the other leaders told them to do. And maybe I've made that mistake too, where I've told you to do something and you just thought, I can't do that. So sometimes what I need is feedback from you to say, Chris, that doesn't sound like something I want to do. Or, Chris, that sounds like way out of my league. I need to start believing in myself. But the one thing I found with each of the people who shared their stories was they consistently worked their business at the pace they could handle. They could work it. It wasn't about what their leader wanted for them. So if you ever feel like, oh, my leader wants too much, say so. I want you to work this business for yourself and the way that works best for you. So, but these people who were sharing their testimonies consistently worked their business at a pace they could handle. It may have taken them a little bit longer to get where they needed or wanted to go in leadership, but their business consistently grew the more consistent they were. So it steadily grew over time. Others worked their business more than 8 parties a month, and their business continued to steadily grow too, a little faster because they were working it more full time. But each person that shared their story emphasized that although they didn't have it together all of the time and their lives were far from perfect, they overcame that adversity. With each success, their believability in themselves and their skills became stronger. I told my husband at the end of December, I said, I really feel like I've peaked as far as what I can offer my team for leadership purposes. I feel like a lot of what I share with all of you is I repeat myself over and over. So this year I'm being more intentional with that, and I'm taking a training course myself and developing more skills. So during leadership conference, I heard back from several people and that I had messaged or I Facebooked, messaged or I emailed or I phone called, and I had 4 new parties reschedule. So this year, what I'm going to really focus on is believing in myself, believing in my goals. This year, I'm going to help focus on my self-talk and your self-talk and help us overcome those doubts that we often talk ourselves into. It's not that we can't achieve these goals, it's because we start believing that we can't achieve it. So I want to encourage you to believe in yourself. It's not always going to be easy, but I know for myself, I'm going to overcome that doubt that I have in my leadership skills and learn what I need to know to move forward in helping others in their goals. I'm not going to have all of the answers and know everything right away, but I will develop those, and I'm going to be stronger and smarter at the end. So what my biggest takeaway from Leadership Conference was there's tools out there, but also there may be tools that haven't been developed yet. So this next year, I'm going to really be focusing on developing new tools for you to help build workable systems for bringing on new consultants, but also for developing leaders. I'm hoping that will really help you in your business, but also it will help me too, because we're going to have systems that will just work so you can come into the business and it will be more duplicatable for you. Duplicatable. Is it duplicable or duplicatable? Anyways, the systems will take time to set up, but I believe that it will help the process of onboarding new team members, developing more team leaders in their businesses. So the systems are going to take some time to set up, but I believe that it will help the process of all of that. And I'm hoping that it's going to help train you so you can be more duplicatable as well. And I want you to feel confident and have the ability to use a system so you can train your team members. So that's my takeaway. My name is Chris Dickinson, Team Silver Stars. I'm under the fabulous, intelligent, beautiful, determined Katie Stoffel Duffy. Thanks for listening. Have a great day.